aggressive players when he got implemented into Big. I was liking their playstyle initially, where they were trying to utilize this, fearless aggro style that he brings to all the teams. But also, just you could see there in the player cams, he brings this like funny, happy vibe to everyone else around. There's not many Swiss players as well anymore, so we'll see what he's going to be able to pull out. And as you can see, we are going to be kicking things off on Dust2. We are right into the action. No holds barred.
Yeah, no mucking about, I guess. All right then, strap in. Dust2, Nuke Ancient, that's the flow of this one. In the ENCE versus 3D Max matchup. Poddy's already on the bomb site for the T side. They're taking space, but Lucky delivers a bullet straight back. Maka not cleared, body unchecked. Neityu in a horrible spot, 1v5. And no surprises from there. It will be 3D Max closing it down pretty bloody cleanly, mate.
Yeah, as we rushed into the series, it feels like maybe the bomb plant was rushed as well. Also planted what you would think is safe, but that's out in the open for the Wizard player, which they assumed the Molotov dealt with. And unfortunately, all of these assumptions that they made are going to be thrown right back as Body brings the thunder early. He's been one of the more vocal individuals for 3D Max. And Mac is going to be showing him the sound of the scout.
Yeah, breaking the speed and sound barrier. As he scouts up one. Ooh, chance for a second back, potentially. SDY with the pickup on the scout. Takes the peek out. He gets tagged down. All of them looking a bit black and blue here towards middle. Oh, set up for the nades to finish them off. And if they're funneled in towards these SMGs as well, Gravity loves these kind of plays. He's always been heads up and quite aggressive playing around the smokes. So he could farm some cash just as an added bonus.
Oh, that should be the deal sealer. Samdai Young dodging the damage from that one. Heard it coming and was able just to barely reposition. But let's see if he can send any damage onto the 3D Max individuals. Maka going to be taking the names right out there. Regon showing a bit more shoulder than he might have known he was, and it's clean again. 5 alive back-to-back rounds for 3D Max.
All right, so the French side coming out swinging early on at least.
It feels like there's a few individuals on ENCE that are yet to shoot their guns. Like they're just getting caught off in positions, but they haven't seen anyone. Unlucky for them. And of course, 3D Max with another Frenchman on the opposing side with Neityu there. We'll see if there is any, French back and forth going on. They love to get up in the grills at Apex when he's on the other side. So we'll see if it's a common trend between the French. But for the moment, it's aggression. And the first pick found for the round as Exercise goes a little too aggro through the long doors. But Maka, who could potentially make ends meet, was thinking about going aggro back through on the fast flank. ENCE timed pretty well. As Body gives up A-site control, it is just going to be eyes on the retake. Oh, I like that. Body with the block named after him.
Yeah, it was pretty on brand. Knocking that one off target, hoping they'd come knocking on his door. Meanwhile, dinner bell rung as Maka pushes out through long side and shuts down Neityu. Now it's far more awkward. I mean, they are ushering themselves up short with only 30 seconds on the clock. There's no one on deck. They had abandoned the sites. You are playing for the retake in a 4v4. Ooh, Gravity. Quick thinking as well. Grabs that AK with a quick switch, instantly ducks his head down and just mauls them on the re-peek. 2 players remain for ENCE though. Stereo setup and Rigon armed with the AK. Yeah, he's Rig on right now. He's wrecking a mate. That's a huge round.
He'll take that 100% every time. And ENCE are going to be getting there first on the board. A little bit of that ENCE pizzazz getting displayed. That being said, you do have to remember to reserve your thoughts because that was just the bonus from 3D Max. They got plenty of cash in the back pocket moving into the 4th. but you'll take that for sure. And there you go. Looks like it is going to be the Frenchies making noise. Neityu sending the sound right back. And ENCE uncontested over towards long this time. Minimal utility for 3D Max brought in, and they've already managed to drop 2 of the couple of smokes they had. Mid control will be the call. Gravity right up in their grills here, able to catch Neityu off on the rotation.
So the first play made, Gravity, potential to get so much more from this as well. Deep outside along, shuts down Neityu with a follow-up shot to the head. So only 3 Musketeers remain for the old gods of ENCE. 50 seconds on that timer, double smoke, triple flash, utility to play with. Walking back towards A, Exercise going to break the smoke early, a little bit shallow, flash through from Maka. This is all information for ENCE, but how do they piece it together when it comes to practice? They've got a cross now, re-smoke used as it fades. Rigon gets removed from Maka, and Exercise is looking ready to brawl.
Little gap on the edge there. You can see 3D Max trying to play around. Poddy goes toe-to-toe straight with Maka there, and Body locked in at the boxes. Poddy holding on the backside, and they all almost win their fights. Some Young, another. But Lucky trades from long, and the position known. Util there, but caught in hand. And Poddy doing God's work so far. Puts him off on the cross, and that's another for the Finns. Lovely out of ENCE.
Sorry, Milty, for dying there, but that's fucking low.
Straight to the point.
Yeah, all right, unpack the bag, reset on that one. The apology to Milty, but I mean, Poddy's got to apologize to absolutely no one after that. Big round, massive step up. Nice, good energy as well. Captain level energy you want to see there, popping off and around like that. Rally the boys.
Is Poddy's name Pablo? I swear he just said, let's go Pablo. Oh, Paavo. Almost the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, classic Finland, really. They're always called Pablo.
I feel like out of everyone who was here today to watch the match, I would probably have the most difficulty pronouncing most Scandinavian names.
They can catch you sleeping sometimes, dude, you know? You never know what you're going to get, Mac. It's a whole different territory out there. It's like the upside down world, you know? It's like dark outside, 24/7 every day, and then somehow still light when it's like 4 a.m. That moon glow, that weird sun.
I just checked as well. For some reason, my brain thought, you know, Nordic and Scandinavia was the same place. But I would be mistaken. We're learning more about Europe, guys, as the days go on, and we're learning more about a B-pop through an incendiary not being the easiest thing to do. Torn to shreds. ENCE try to go for the aggressive maneuver, but in the meanwhile, there is going to be space taken. Some Young with a MAC-10. Looking to lock down A as he sends it up short, but that's going to be the bomb on the ground over towards mid. Some Young with the upgrade might drop down, but sides against it. Poddy, he has gone right between the two of them, but will be able to pick up some more damage. Maka out of this one, and the whole round getting incredibly awkward. Lucky looking to do a little bit of aggressive things over towards the top of tunnels. And the bomb retrievable now. They know that Lucky was over towards that B site if they're paying attention to his position and to the nameplates in the kill feed. But one bullet should be able to lock this one in. Some Young with the distance, with the gap, and with the space to get the bomb pack planted.
Yeah, made his move up the site. So SDY with the plant. Lucky's coming quick. Don't be caught out in the open. He's trying to play the long con on it, potentially expecting the whole rotate through long doors. But Lucky's already out. 15 HP. Wants to raw face it and will find his man. Another clutch in the back, then shuts it down. The 1v1 SDY composed. It was always cool in his mind there.
It didn't look like it was going to be an ENCE round, but with shots like that, little quick scopes out of potty. Sets him up for another. Aggression up mid is going to be the call to order. 5-7 at that range. Not as accurate as 3D Max would have liked. Upgrade on the pistols, but the fallback towards the A site just to try to stack it, as that B site is currently unattended. Lucky going on a safari of his own. In through the tunnels, in through the caves. And Rigon is poised, focused, and ready for it. Molly spreads, forces him out of the corner. And so far, so good. Easy picks on the pistols.
Yeah, not too bad. Haven't given him... Ooh, God, careful. We'll see. I could have had his face taken off there. Mate, you know what's ridiculous as well? Miltzy's like the tallest human I've ever seen. I don't know how he does it. This guy's like nearly 7 foot or something abstract.
Really?
Yeah, like I was standing next to him on stage. It made me feel small when I was giving him an interview one time. He's like, yeah, crazy tall. Oh. All right, well, SDY gets 2. Pistols find nothing. It's kind of your last chance saloon to steal too much away from this. Body with a slap upside the head, got a bail. Ooh!
Crispy flick. We'll
Yeah,
take that.
Raw.
AK in hand. And Neityu not going to be the one to do it, but the Molly will. Potty snatching that one with util. And ENCE off to the races. What's that? 4 back-to-back now. Not too bad once they got the guns going. McMacker was just so unlucky to look away at that tiny moment. Must have heard the jump up onto the wall. Which just draws his attention away at the worst possible time. Potty. Poised for a B opening. Goes for the rescope, and Lucky might not have heard it. But will be mollied out of the short side. No, smoke comes in just in time to give enough cover to make it over to the boxes. And ENCE, they'll pack their bags and head elsewhere. Oh. Maka was expecting that position. Must have got him through the box.
Jeez. Getting a little bit scrappy in some of these instances. I mean, Exercise is walking up, just close, playing on the off angle, smoke down on long doors, bit of presence towards short side. Single molly thrown top stairs with a flash following it. That's where the bomb's postured, but you got the lurk off from Neityu as well. He's going to be able to make the play towards top side tons. Just hold in case they go for the info play late on this. Find your frags. It could be another pickup with ENCE looking to make a move towards the 6th round. Rigon goes in with the initial play through the smoke. Body will take him out. Here's the mid to be execute. No real cover for it, but good connections. The T's at least make some power plays. Lucky should be in a good spot. Oh, timing could be everything. Split attention, and now all left in the 1 versus 2. Bombs on the site, though.
Ooh, plant up on the boxes. Could make things a little awkward in the post-plant as 3D Max come in from a 2-pronged retake. But it works well. Neityu none the wiser, thinking it was enough util over towards the ramp side for both to be coming together. But the split retake works wonderfully as they're just trying to figure out, I think, where that AWP is before getting the defuse going. But that will be 3 on the board, 3D Max. Staggering the string of rounds from ENCE.
It was just quite a funny way to die as well, and he slumps him out at the end there from the overall POV.
Yeah.
And seeing that floating cam, he just goes flying. It's like, oh, all right, well, see ya. Well, all right, so far so good then. First map Dust2 providing us some highlights. Let's go for the quick peek. Ooh, nearly gets away with his life, but Maka, you're the sacrifice. The spam from the AK is good to create a bit of carnage here out on long early. Poddy usually good for these. He'd rep himself. You peek into it, best be quick.
Defensive util on site, exercise. Ooh, walking back into the molly is going to be his demise. Almost ends up flubbing the whole thing, which he will. Neityu catches him across the top. And Sumda Young as well, activating on the lurk. A flawless one to answer back that round, and Rigon lets him know.
Yeah, a bit more energy back instantly. Hey, quick heads-up calls as well. You know, it's another one where they thought they actually would get the opening to find that instant shot, but he all on a push towards long side. They forced off the angle. He spammed back. This man just didn't stop as well. Gets the opening and then keeps the good times rolling for even more. And Poddy, always good. If he's playing a passive defensive angle, you take the peek to him. He's just so quick at the reactions. He's a fun whooper to watch. He's been getting more and more aggressive as well as things have developed. It feels like that sort of time in his career where he was a little bit second guessing of trying to go for some of these plays. Now he reps himself and certainly has the skill to show it. So 6-3 then.
Whoa. Almost there on the shot. .3D Max looking meek on the first map of the series. ENCE just seem to have a better read on these gun rounds. No early long aggression, just taking lowers, controlling the middle of the map. M4 here to clear out the close lines. Body with the dink through the door. With no real answer back for it just yet. Did B Smoke going to be blocked? Maka doing a great job. Oh, heads it forward. Ends up being another block smoke, which he'll play in front of. Positioning great. Also had the helping hand of a teammate just in case one peeked before the smoke bloomed. ENCE at least aware of the current circumstance, and lucky though in the meanwhile, going to be able to take up a dark control. Falls back and realizes it's probably the A play with no more T's lurking in the tunnels. And Body on that smoke is going to make it difficult for ENCE to get past it if they don't expect him. Rigon, head on the swivel, able to trade, and that bomb needs to make its way to site. 20 seconds, they go deep, they go wide, but they seem to expect Maka on the jump up. He'll get caught. And it's Lucky who got that pick in tunnels to isolate it back to a one-on-one, but Poddy pulls the rifle out in time.
Let's go, boys.
Tried to go for the jump up. Poddy just holding it. Another clutch. This one significantly easier in the final moments, but still a round's a round, and they keep him going. Holding back any shenanigans there from 3D Max. This is 3D Max on a CT side of Dust2, where usually, you know, you felt like they were able to find a lot of innovative plays, take fights to teams, and always put up big numbers. Hey, even on their CT side, you know, they play a bit more aggressive in historic matches, but right here, ENCE have their number. B-hit, Bonanza. You're going straight into Lucky. Lines them up one after another. Guns down 3. And ENCE reeling now to recover. Only 2 players alive, fragmented as well. T-Spawn and Upper Tons.
That B-pop to change the pace just nerfed once more. There's still time to play with. And there's a little bit of cash in the bank, so ENCE can still give this a crack. If they feel like it. Exercise controlling the other side of the map, which could find contact with Neityu, but for now, I can't tell what the plan is. Potty clearing out the close angles. I think they're going to have a sniff. Positionally, Exercise in the key position. He'll spot the drop, deal with it. And with that in the 1v5, Potty wants to fight for a little bit more. Okay. Cooking, just forgot the gas.
Yeah, nothing more there. Quite a little bit scary. He starts finding the cheeky kills towards the end, some exit frags. Obviously still quite expensive for them. It was a very aggro hit. I think he even did have the P90. I was waiting for the replay just to double check, but they sprint straight in, going for the tempo play. Just try to bars out onto the site. Lucky holds the bat that time, and it's a good heads-up call from him in the way he's played it. Ooh. Might have been a chance for a clash down mid, but Potty repositions. Gravity gets into lower. Are you aware of this prospect? That's the issue. He's watching for the upside peak. You go up on top of the box, you should take a shot straight to the head.
Inches in it, and when you pull util out at the worst possible moment, Gravity will be snatching that opening away. Flash in through the furious smoke, but the T's at the ready. Heads up from Sumdai Young just to be playing anti in that moment. Keep the rest of the troops alive. And the man advantage gets pushed by 3D Max, but it gets lost. Maka disrespecting the smoke, bleeding out at CT. Oh, caught at the car now. But still with another AWP across him. The double AWP on long is impenetrable at best. Potty, 1v4 angle, won't get past the first man over towards short there. And 7-5 will be the score at the half. Whoa, what can ENCE do to try to lock this in? It's their map pick and they'll need a solid second half.
Should've let you just walk on by. Never even said hi. No, then we would never know just how hard it feels to open up hearts, to have to let go. But we can't turn back now, 'cause we've come too far to not leave with broken hearts. Yes, something inside my soul just couldn't stand to let you walk away so easily. No. And maybe in time we can figure out just what these moments are all about. All we guaranteed is a little change. Oh, I don't want my heart to feel this way again. And I
Now then, back to the action. Things continue here on Dust2. 7-5 with ENCE leading the charge. Live or die by the sword, though, here into the next. We're already kicking it off with a fast play from Rigon. Inside and lower. Set of Julies for him and SDY. 4 guns are certainly better than 1, Mac.
That's what they say. But we'll see if the power of them is going to be able to do the damage. Rigon's one's not quite working. Bit faulty, I'd say. Return to sender if you can. But we do have a 1v2 over towards this B site. Neityu expecting a large flank, which he'd be right about. But just expecting Potty to get into a more solid position, and he might end up all alone. Flank activating, 2v2. Just unable to read that second man's position. Neityu loses it. And Potty now spotted on his way out of tunnels. But that time has ticked so far away, and he can't quite readjust in time. Gravity and exercise to lock it in. Okay. That was a new one. Exercise going for a Muppet approach.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Wait, it's coming surely. Right after this.
Nice!
Okay, I see. I mean, at least he had the decency, mate. You know, you lift up the mic before he went into the voice. So he doesn't deafen the team, but it is what it is. The war cry that's out. Ooh, Neityu getting scalped as well. He was good for 1 with the MP9, but this is quicker pace now. 3D Max wanted to turn up the speed of the game off the back of winning that pistol. Gravity straight in. And rig on turned to rig off. Ooh, SDY. Okay, smoke shot. Any more?
Man's at bloody B ramp, hitting those. All right, keeping him in the round. As 3D Max are just crossing those T's and making sure everything is in order. Problem for Body is bomb's not planted for him. However, these scouts can set up a nice little tag and bag moving into the next round. So it looks like ENCE are very interested in keeping the scopes in hand. Easy pickings on the cross for the first man. And, oh, 1 tag denying the exit. Big damage. Onto the T's will warrant a couple of extra pistols, kind of for free. Into the next. And that's going to hurt that 3D Max economy. Look, a few won't be able to buy their own AKs. So let's see if that has a flow-on effect in the following rounds here in the second half.
Yeah, all right. A little bit of a weird one then.
Yes! Je vais pas mourir.
Oh, a little body celebration.
Yeah.
Nice little hand slap as well. Good to see. Good to see. Obviously not a pretty sight for sore eyes if you are an ENCE fan, though. If you adjust your focus towards their economy, they've got to make the best of a very bad buy-in. Bit of a quasi with a 5-7 supported by the scouts. A quicker play down mid-side, and Rigon couldn't get in. Hoping that might catch them off guard, but nothing found from it. Lots of chip damage at least, though, Mac. Potentially convertible kills. If they could just force these fights with the scouts.
And they'll do just that. A chance to potentially finish the job that a few other individuals started. Usually it's the other way around, though. If you really want to min-max it, you make sure you get those tags with the scout and allow the pistols to activate late. But what do we got from 3D Max? Patience coming through again. Close doors, mollied. Are we going mid? Are we going short? They'll send out the SMG. And Gravity makes the call that is the A site that they want to target. Aggression from long, but the 5-7 moving at that range leaves something to be desired. However, that's big information, and it will allow the rotation from ENCE across, hopefully in the nick of time. Gravity goes perfectly with the flash just to crack open another one. And the 5-7 at closer range could have had more effect back through. Neityu going to be shooting back too. And there is not a lot of health on the 3 remaining 3D Max members. So you're going to see ENCE having a good shot here.
Now or never. See if they can go for it. Flash over the top. Poddy pop flashed in, but he can't find it. It's over for the young Finn. Unlucky, wasting time being the bodyguard of Short. He denies anyone access back into the round. It's stamped for 3D Max. Dude, felt so uncomfortable as well. Neityu with the timing on the flank round the back. Almost felt like he over-egged it a bit too early, right? Potentially could have played slightly slower. That distance, like you say, whilst moving with the 5-7, it's a stationary powerhouse. When he's backpedaling like that, the bullet's going awry, just a couple tags. Put so much more pressure on that scout in close range. Just peeked in, gravity rips him. All down the pan, 8-7.
.3D Max. A big start to the T side there. As Poddy, oh, I thought he saw that. Maybe it's just the X-ray that we have on our side. Max is still tucked at suicide. With the bomb of all things, Poddy, good timing on that shot. Flash forces him back though. And ENCE are going to play the numbers game.
It feels like we've seen this a couple times where 3D Max get into a bit of a slow start. They lose one player, but they find the answer back in the mid-round. See if it's doable here. Bit of a jiggle up on the peak. We want to have Maka on the top side. Poddy poised in position with the AWP. That lightning strike. Trust me, when it's in the hands of Poddy, it can certainly hit twice in the same place. 30 seconds on the clock. First bit of skin's going to be seen. Poddy finds gravity. That's the entry machine for 3D Max. Down and out. More impact as well from Rigon. And with only 2 of them left, time nipping at their heels. It doesn't feel like there's much stock left in it. Oh, Poddy getting the pop-off shots for the highlight reel.
3 huge ones. Also enabled by the flashes from his teammates. They made sure that they had them in case it was that short pop. You could see the protocols in the mid-round. After that mid-B smoke went out, both B-site players just dump a smoke on doors, dump a smoke on tunnels, and fully reinforce one of the hardest sites to take in all of Counter-Strike. Or at least retake. And Poddy shows him how it's done here, having a great affair on Dust2 with the AWP in hand, even when he was rifling earlier. It's been a core piece to the success so far from ENCE, but we're all tied up here. And it's the force buy in from 3D Max, so we'll see how the timing goes as Poddy, just barely gets the scope back in hand. And there's a few more Ts to find, but they're not ambitious enough to go fully through the smoke at doors.
God, deja vu. Few of these times it's been weird. Split push play on it. Neityu. Defensive angle, A1S in hands, comfortable with a rifle, especially with the bait off the back of Poddy. Trying to reel them in on the shots. They don't want to contest the AWP. They're getting some space on short side. And you could still wrap off from it. Utility-wise, there's one all-important smoke in the back pocket of Maka. You could use that block CT side, go for a mid to B if they want to try something different here.
Accurate call. Someday Young going to try to crack the smoke, but will T's turn around? One will. That's Maka, and Exercise as well puts his eyes on the prize at the right time. Neityu, headshot line, going to be able to get yet another, but they know that Rigon's usually here too. And with 20 on the clock, Maka's got to get a wriggle on. Look at this positioning. Rigon in the perfect spot to just slide under the crosshair as Maka sneaks down but drops. The sound is enough to take the site for the moment. Taps it, wants another pick. But the flash in, gets the info and the eyes on window from Poddy. Not only start the round, but close it as well. He is impressiness.
Yeah, it's good to see. Both of the young Finns here doing it for Winland right now. Neityu and Poddy hitting some beautiful shots. With backup from the rest of the squad. ENCE keeping it competitive versus 3D Max. That's been the story so far. Of course, though, 3D Max starting to slow down a little bit, struggling to get too much stock late into these T-side rounds. And with no real cash flow, basically just taking this one as a live tack pause.
Not a bad choice. Good time to plug the mailbag as well. If you guys have any, hard-hitting questions about the grocery store, about attendance. If you weren't here earlier and you are tardy, please type tardy in chat. But if you did want to submit things to the mailbag, it's dhlmailbag@efg.gg. I'll type it in the chat for you guys, just so you don't have to type it out yourselves. Makes it a lot easier, doesn't it? I think exclamation mail in the chat also will bring it up. M-A-I-L, not M-A-L-E. Don't spell that incorrectly, or I'll send you to detention.
It's true, and obviously it's not very fun in there. You're just kind of writing lines. We turn off the CS as well. You're not allowed to watch it, so we don't want that. That'd be a shame. Miss out on all the amazing action, much like Neityu getting this 2K. You ready? There you go.
Almost with one bullet.
Yeah, nearly actually lined him up, didn't he?
ENCE starting to feel themselves, and it's looking good. Yeah, okay, I can see the height of Neityu in that camera.
He's a tall dude, man, I'm telling you.
He has a big stature with Sumdai Young next to him. Here we go. A-long spawn, and 3D Max were going to take it, but they do respect the long corner smoke, making sure the flashes are in position. And Body's created space, but he's going to be stuck at blue. The flashes continue to rain. There's so many of them. Surely they've used every single one at this point, and 3D Max will live, thanks to the vision being blocked every left, right, and center. CT's not allowed to be in the vicinity. 5v2, and ENCE look at their money, think, okay, let's play the long game and keep that precious AWP alive. So I'd call that round's over, but 3D Max are taking their sweet time.
Yeah, they really are letting this one go down to potentially the bitter end. We'll play a little game of can they complete the flank in time before 3D Max move from long doors. Well, seems like they made it just towards T-spawn. Nearly. Ball's on the move, though. So no full flank the whole way around the back. If they did, it's Body that's the first point of contest as well. So like you say, round will be guaranteed eventually. Just needs a little bit more time. Rolling the ball around for now.
And while we're waiting for this one to be done, we do have a couple of tardy individuals. iDrinky, my only friend. Sassy Sasquatch. What are you talking about?
Hey, Quinnan. You watching ESL Pro League, Quinnan, mate?
We're out in cement. Come on, guys. Like, at least you're honest. Look, honesty's the best policy.
Yeah, like, tell us. Because you could just lie. Like, I don't know if you guys know that. You could just have been lying to us and saying you're here, you've been in since the morning.
Yeah, you missed us on the roll.
Yeah. Maybe it's our fault. You could pull some, shenanigans on us. Oh, you weren't here, Professor Mac. I saw you doing squats.
Yeah, that's a classic. Oh, you were in the toilet. But I haven't gone to the toilet today. Yeah, but you were in there. Doing what?
Okay.
I don't know.
Come on, sir. You were in the toilet, mate. It's a nightmare. Yeah, it's a nightmare. Yeah, a lot of love for Sassy today. What a legend.
I think that's one of the more frequent references I get asked about when people are like, oh, are you Australian? Like, yeah, mate. Oh, can you do the sassy? Oh, yeah, right.
Can you pretend to be that Yeti for me, mate? I couldn't. Gonna make him green out. Like, they're just like, oh, that's amazing. That's so good. That's all I can think about now.
And look, if you guys aren't on the same page, if you haven't seen it, big Les show. Shout out to Les one time.
Oh, hell yeah.
For the culture. But back to the action. Long control there. Again, 3D Max looking to go more aggressive. It was easy for them last round, but this time there's more numbers here. And ENCE are going to be trying to fight for this one. Elevated control, Rigont going forward, and Neityu as well, taking a head off. Just through those smokes, through the moments. Plenty of time to back away, but 3D Max, they're here to fight. Not waving any white flags, not this time. Rigont going to be spotted around the edge of the fading smoke as well. Gravity finds Potty. Orp deleted from the round. Neityu's been solid this half, especially from short, but he needs Sumdai Young to find something on this retake. He's creeping up from CT. It's a matter of moments. The two-man peak is too much. And Sumdai Young going to find himself right in the blender. In the action. Gifted a chance by Lucky. But it was just a short amount of time. Minuscule. You know, with the slaps. And we're all tied up again. This is anyone's map.
Yeah, this is the game that's kind of far more awkward to keep an accurate temperature check on, mate. It's been a bit all over the place with some of the back and forth nature of it, but hey, culminating for a very explosive opening pick of Dust2 here. This is ENCE's map pick as well. Things are looking kind of crazy out there right now. 10-10. Piecing together the rebuy and figuring out what the answer will be.
Someone asked why we're not casting anymore, and they obviously don't realize that we have the script. So we know when we're allowed to just chat shit.
Oh, yeah. Right now it says for the next 3 rounds that we just discuss Sassy. So that was like where we're at, you know? That was in the runner show.
I was on a volcano recently, actually, yeah. Mount Etna.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Took me to, you know, one of the early eps of the Big Les show.
Yeah, it's got to be done. Got to roll it back sometimes, you know what I mean, man? Just throw it on. Cast your mind back.
Good time passer.
It is,
Sometimes the queues just take too long. You got to get that YouTube on.
You do it whilst you play it, mate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like motivation. Hey, Quinnen. Defuse the bomb, mate.
Oh, but Sassy, I don't have a kit.
Oh, no, come on, Quinnen. Finish the whole defuse, mate. Oh, we'll see. Is he the Yeti? Or some form of other animal, who knows? Whichever animal has opposable thumbs, because this man's got a gun. He's playing on the angle, 30 seconds for it. No one wants to full commit. That's where the bomb's at, by the way. You got to get that on the bomb site, boys. 3D Max finding it eventually. As they do force pass Miltzy, but the rest of the squad's coming on the retake. It's a weird round. 19 seconds on the clock. Bomb being passed towards A. The pistol crew coming up short. Oh, he gets the entry. What?
Bomb gets planted, but that Deagle shot could have saved the day. Neityu coming through with that 5-7, but there's still individuals. The fine card flickered onto gravity, and that one got way too close for comfort. But the French come out on top, 11-10. Whoa, better late than never, I guess.
What's happening? Dude, rig on with that one, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh. Was he born with a golden deagle or something? Why has he just always been so damn good with a deagle?
Just one of them things, I guess.
Yeah,
He's always had the confidence, and I guess it's one of those confidence weapons.
I thought... Sorry, I just thought Mako was going to wreck himself in the face immediately. Sorry, it's made me... I've snorted.
It was by design. It's okay. You're allowed to snort.
The Swedish Safari has a little piggy for the day, and
We're
his
a
name's
not
Shaki.
safe area, especially with the balls around this position. Oh, Rigon gets two before the door smoke goes, and I guess that's the way it goes. If you go a little early, sometimes, prematurely this round taken out. And ENCE back to 11. We are on for the...
Oh! Hey, yo! Rig on. Give on.
Something we
Maybe.
learned
Yeah.
earlier this week as well.
Wait, they're all giving it!
It's just all in French.
They're all buckling as well. They're just giving it.
3D Max is feeling it, bro. Oh, we love this. But yeah, with the lack of knowledge that people from Belgium speak French earlier. Also, we learnt that, Swiss, because they're surrounded by, all the different countries, they usually can speak, 2 to 3 different languages.
Yeah.
Italian, German, Swiss, all up in there.
Oh, it's mine.
German? No, French, not Swiss. Sorry. That's the kind of cheese, not a language.
They got a lot of holes in it.
Like the plot. Never really know what's coming.
No, twists and turns. A lot of narrative. Let's see if this one will be a bit gooder. Or if it will be a still turn start of a round in the first few seconds. So far, a couple pot
Leave it
shots,
breathe.
mate.
Thanks.
Sorry, dude. Yeah, you're right. That's my bad. Our Wensleydale away. That's just cheese. I've just said cheese there. Sorry, Mac, I've ruined the bit.
You could have definitely done cheddar with that.
Yeah, you're right. But I think right now it's more the bread that ENCE are thinking about. See if they can put a slice of cheddar in the middle of that. Make it a sandwich, get some Skrilla. Rigon ready for contact. Exercise on the walkout. See ya.
Double long. Tucked away. Oh, and Rigon allowed to play a 12th. On the edge of all of this, and Rigon's going to be going through the smoke next to him, but he's the man that thrives in chaos. And lucky left in the 1v4. No chance at mid doors.
They have zero money. They had tech nights.
Mate! Dude, wait, he was like freaking out inside of that smoke. I thought he ended up on top of his head.
I think they knew that they were walking into one another. But then Habit finds him through the smoke holes and finishes the job.
Oh, dude. Ooh. Oh, yeah, exactly, Body. Body hitting us with a
Yeah. Well, it's going to take all 24 to try to split the difference and then maybe even more. Sumdai Young, I think his head was just barely seen there on short, but they can hear the scout, hear the pistols. They know they've got no money. You don't want to play close quarters against this bite. Create that space and get your troops in the best position possible. Rigon still hanging around on B ramp. Will edge back to B, which is a longer rotation to A, where 3D Max are looking to play. One set of util to go for the full commit. Let's see if Potty can do it from long. Orp in position. Neityu ready to get flashed to fight. As they make their way up elbow.
Yeah, this is a Neityu round for me. Utility's going to be good to try to force him out though, and that's the important piece. Make it uncomfortable for that man, SDY. Shutting down gravity, and Neityu doing what he does best. He lets it rip like a Beyblade with the backup of the squad. ENCE do it. Oh, mate, 13-11. It took a big affair, but they will get that first map under the finish line. Dust2 is theirs.
That is wild. They managed to lock in the final rounds, win the vocal battle that they're just throwing at one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because that's a huge indicator, I think, for me. You know, if we go into Nuke and it's quiet, first couple rounds, you're not able to sort of get Poddy started, I'd start to worry there. I think you come out with SDY swinging Poddy into the rifle rounds, getting himself that AWP, creating space. it could be a very explosive game for them. But we'll stick with it. This is going to be fun, Mac. We get a second map out of it. We're here on Nuke. ENCE, one map up on the CT side. Strap in. Make sure you're in attendance. Mac's got the register, and I've seen what he does. If you don't attend class, it's not great. You know, you get punished.
I know they outlawed, you know, physical altercations, given in the cane, but we might have to bring it back if too many of you are tardy, all right? So make sure that you're here on time, or we'll have that conversation. At the moment, though, it is just going to be a spanking on door. Neityu knocking the heads off of Exercise and Gravity. Beautiful crosshair placement. That bomb now dropped. And the T's, look, they've got lower. That's great. But the thing that they need is the bomb. And that's on A, with 4 CTs surrounding it.
Ooh, that pop flash was cheeky. Nice heads up call. Love the play on it. Body blinded and bagged. And suddenly it's Lucky and Maka remaining for the 3D Max representation. Uh-oh. Miltsy. Nice shot back. It's good overall. I mean, everyone popping off. Hey, there we go. Energy straight back, Mac.
Just letting them know. It's a good way to do it. It looked like in the player cams from 3D Max that they were feeling the pressure when ENCE were just enjoying themselves. There you go. Neityu happy just to lock down that door control, swinging from main. Let's see if they can do it again. Only Glocks here and a faster approach over towards ramp and lobby. Body having a quick look, but yeah, they're just jumping around. I think burning out that CT utility just to try to, you know, shift some kind of damage onto ENCE's economy long term. Every nade counting. So I just had a quick look as well. So according to Skybox, they did have Rigon as the door player. Mm-hmm. And Neityu's supposed to be the site player, but at the moment, it seems like it's all open to interpretation. Because Neityu was on the door before, but Rigon is here. So we'll see how on the money that is. As for the Glocks, look, honestly, Sumdai Young probably going to be happy just to buy time here on the back of red. If any T's get close quarters to him, he's in a solid position to fight.
Good with one. Ooh. Adjustments are nice. It's easy. All of them getting mopped up. So money made. Bill's getting paid here towards our side. And Poddy with the final blow. A smack back to reality for Gravity.
Oops, there it goes. Blocks out of the way. And 3D Max giving themselves a solid chance to get their first kill all round on the board. Which does mean ENCE has that full bonus. A couple of SMGs still held on to. Just slight reinvestment on the util side of things. Whoa. Nice from Poddy there in the yard. He'll keep eyes on the Sumdai Young with not the best range weapon. Decides to go for that secret play instead. Smoke broken, no info. And SDY should clear that at a point. As you can see, Maka ready with the top site molly. 40-1 for Hut, and the A site looking to be under fire.
Here comes the push. Miltsy with the first contact. Look how peppered they've been though, Mac. Heart rate's increasing across the board there. Only 2 players on 100 health. And they're backing up from it as well. Tuck tail, walk towards lobby. Reset the round, 45 seconds. I mean, no casualties yet. A lot of nades drawn from the CT side. They could still play fair. Reset, let's run it back on A then.
He already bled those smokes out, and the trade game looks good, but Neityu on for 2, and almost that third. Can't quite wrangle the spray onto Maka. And the Hut player activating body reactive. And now to the 2v2, there is not a lot to play with, but shots like that might save the round, and Young's got timing on the wrap back and knows exactly where Body's playing from. ENCE forces him to fight forward, and he's already hit 2 red-hot shots, but won't get that third. Big little clutch out of Young.
Yeah, that's nice. Sizable. Sizable at least. A tasty one to walk away with. Third round in. Beautiful little feels good round as well to keep them all G'd up and happy.
It's something. It's certainly something. Regon just like the life of the team. Brings the good vibes.
Yeah, that's kind of what it felt like earlier, right? When he was popping off, it did feel like a very sort of captain-y kind of way where he's always thinking of the team's best interest in terms of energy, dudes. He's always seemed like a cool guy, you know? I feel like he would have that good kind of air about him, smart head in his shoulders, and he's sick at the game, so it's always cool when you see him smiling like that.
Yeah, he's got good personality, good aura to bask in for the rest of the players. We'll see if that might just be the difference maker at the end of the day, but so far so good. 3-0. 3D Max. Minimal utility, but full ramp control, and now almost full lower control, except Miltsy's here at control. And he's going to have a helping hand. Flash forward. Tap heard. And in comes the move from ENCE. Miltsy tucked on the corner side, gets the dink back. Maka going to be stuck on the half ramp, flicks back onto Neityu, who's cracked that smoke. But it's going to be his head lost to Young. And now even with the number disadvantage, Poddy going to change that quick smart, goes for the rifle instead, and they know it's the rafters they have to worry about. Poddy doing so well so far. But how is he with the M4? He has no idea it's that top sight double up. And with the offline, the swing on the contact, it's a lock in for the first. Gravity puts him on the board.
Nice round. Wins it out in the 1v1 there. Right down to the wire then. Close, but couldn't be finished off. That's all you really need, just the start. It's a fresh new map. It's a fresh endeavor. It was just quite an impressive way to open it up with a pistol and then the flow throughout these following 2 rounds. So that's going to be a good jolt. Everyone perking their eyes back up at the game.
Poddy again. Looking to lock down outside and just buy time for Young to go for the rotation around. But he's gone loud, I believe, and Body in the meanwhile drops his own credit smoke, which was great. It was a great idea in theory, but if you don't hit your shots, then what's the cost?
Oh, it's all a bit weird, isn't it?
Bit of butt-clenching action, I guess.
Yeah, struggle street's the destination. The struggle bus has pulled up.
Yeah, he got there. Got right on.
Ticket for 1, please. Ooh. All right, gravity. That's a nice readjustment.
Regon. Doing a bit of spinal readjustment himself. Miltsy, quick flank onto Lucky. And nothing that 3D Max are doing seems to be going right this round. However, they are down on the lower side. They do have the bomb. 2 things checked off the checklist as to how to operate around and get it back in your favor. And that is a good way to do it. Regon caught in transition down the vents. And Maka knows Poddy's here somewhere, just trying to figure out which side of the ramp he's coming from. Lots of noise made by Miltsy on the rotation. Comes across to exercise. He'll get called right back, but with nothing given, there's nothing gained. Not for ENCE anyway. They don't commit, they know their money's looking thin. And 3D Max get to wear themselves a second round.
All right, then.
Actually,
I've always got like a bit of anticipation, by the way, to see how Body's going to be looking whenever we go to the camps right now. He's been delivering. It's been interesting watching his posture throughout these past sets of games, man. On the edge, especially here.
something that I'm always wondering too is where the copy pastors have gone. Someone in chat asked that, and it's been a hot minute. The B stream, we got nothing. You guys copy past the game, it's gone. Come on, spam some good ones. We need to get him back.
You got to come up with something, Mac. You got to like reinvent the wheel right here. There needs to be like a big, you know, something that the people in the moment that are here right now can only understand.
I can't think of anything.
You must have something. You got to have something in the Mac brain.
I'm just not handsome. I'm not 5'6" and not jacked and don't have the straight teeth. I don't have anything going for me. You know, all the things. I didn't quit my job. I didn't quit gaming.
You're not hanging out with the coolest places?
I'm not hanging out with the coolest places or at them either.
You're not friends with the hottest dudes?
No.
What? What's happened to you, bro? Did you fall off?
I think I did.
Damn.
Maybe I should stop, you know, berating chat for having a bad copy pasta game when my game's bad myself.
It is you, yeah, it is you.
I'm the issue.
Incapable of creating OC copy pasta on the fly. Mac, mate.
It is culturally a big ask, mind you, all right? The nerves got to me this time, but I'll have something packed next time. As well as the fresh watermelon and bananas, but Macca has to make his own lunch and unfortunately drops the bag on the ground on the way to school. And that's why he was tardy.
Right then. Mate, some of these rounds are so weird as well. Like the timings on a few of the plays. But hey, Miltsy did get it. And ENCE will take themselves a timeout as well. Put the brakes on for a sec here. Quick discuss. 4-2 leading the series. One map already under the belt.
What the heck?
What's up?
Chat's provided. They did as asked. They brought in some beautiful copy pastas. Love your work, guys.
They've been emailing in.
And the mods have gone and banned them. That's wild. For some of them. Some of them got through.
You're going to cause a rebellion here, Mac. This is like you on the teetering on the front line, you know, in some sort of Braveheart type cosplay.
What happened to freedom in the chat, you know? Why can't we talk about how hilarious it is that you kids talking shit about Macca? You wouldn't say that shit to him at Lamb. He's jacked. Not only that, but he wears the freshest clothes, eats at the chillest restaurants, and hangs out with the hottest dudes. Y'all are pathetic. Lol. The closest origin I could find is a CSGO forum, but I'm having trouble interpreting it. Oh, yeah, that was good. Yep, the end of it was great.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, fair enough.
But we got there. And the Glocks somehow keeping them in this round. P250s, pack a punch at times. And on brand, to the copy pasta, Macca is still here. Doing all the heaviest hitting and about to win the round with the P250 on the short side of main, which doesn't get hard cleared. Recon down, that's a freebie. Maybe chat knows better than we do, Jackie.
I mean, maybe, bro. Yeah. Lucky certainly knows. And Miltsy's gone. It's out. Oh. Gravity. He's giving it.
Yeah. Sends it back while you can. And 3 rounds max, reaching the quota. Everything here from just from here is just a bonus, Jackie.
Yeah. Oh. Oh. Damn, rig on. All right, man.
He did half clear the corner. He just didn't full clear it. I'm guessing that's the reaction.
Yeah. You can see the signs coming through here, man.
Maybe that's the BNE still in him. That aggro. That bark.
That fight. That fire.
Oof.
The feathers, I suppose, right?
Yeah, well, it does have a flow-on effect, and this is what I believe he's probably worried about. It was an important one to win. To build up the bank of ENCE, but now they're just down to 5.7s, MP9s, and having to play the close range battles. Which, fortunately for them, could be on the agenda for 3D Max as well. Already down through Secret, but some Young moving won't hit the mark there. First casualty suffered. And ENCE gonna, what's that, 2 more down vent? We're gonna set up a crossfire in halls, hoping that 3D Max end this direction. We'll see how they go collecting the rest of the info.
Well, body climbing on a spelunking mission up towards the top. Oh, hang on. All right. There we go. Miltsy finds it.
Oh, love that.
Somehow the distance just works out perfectly between them. Doesn't get spotted. Goes up top. Also gets a read. Bit of vision outside. So he has a slight idea now of what's being developed in the round. So ENCE getting some information, but it's still going to be hard to make the plays. Rigon bursts through vent, but that MP9's cold on the ground. At least one more to equalize it. 3v3, Miltsy on the site. He's going to get shut down by Exercise. And it's not looking too good, Mac. Break the smoke, but it's all gone.
The theory was there. I think the only point where it started to go wrong, Miltsy decided to try and flash to get old mate up out of the vent and got spotted doing so. He'd repositioned perfectly to try and catch the T's off guard. But after that, they knew exactly where he was. And it was easy pickings for 3D Max from that point. Getting the giggles out. Letting ENCE know that 3D Max are not currently feeling the pressure. And it should be a 5th securable here. Body leading the charge with the Mac 10 to try and look for these USPs. But there's no one in the vicinity of the A site.
Yeah, they lighten the whole place on fire too, which generally in most places, Mac, is considered like rude, you know, if you come in and just start setting things on fire. It's kind of not nice house rules, but hey, 3D Max taking a round probably off the back of it. Them USPs ain't getting nothing here.
Oh, messy. A messy spray there. Exercise getting one for his troubles. And no rifles will be carried out, but there is big damage in the end. Neityu running around through the rafters. What was that? Was that Exercise?
I couldn't actually tell. I was trying to like dial in on the player cam, but I couldn't spot it in time.
Hopefully, the replay package has all the answers we're looking for. It wasn't even 3D Max.
It's just screaming at it.
They're losing, but they're having a bloody ball doing it. Love to see that.
God damn. But I don't think they'll be losing for very long in this map, Mac, if they keep this up. Body bringing out the AWP as well, so we do get to see his touch on the big green gun. Scope situated around towards Secret right now, but pacier play. They're going out towards the A site. Uh-oh, see ya. They go flying through the air. The judges give you 10 points for acrobatics, but how good will we rate the site hold? like a -1. They get nothing.
I think that's a perfect rating. We're still doing them out of 8. You know, Bait's still kicking.
Yeah, they're good. They're giving it. Oh, no, SDY has the nice little name tag there on his gun. He's called it Sunstrike. That's quite creative. This is probably due to the nature of the fade skin having a yellow fade back towards the pink.
Oh.
So he wants you to think it looks like a sun.
Set even, yeah.
Yeah, and then obviously the strike is taken from the hit video game made by Valve Software called Counter-Strike.
Yeah. I have, yeah. So that kind of makes sense. I love the English and the math sort of coming together to really be creative with the name of that skin. I'd give that a solid, like, 3.
Out of 8?
Out of 4.
Oh, all right, we're doing the 4 system. That's like a 9 out of 10.
It's getting there. I think on the 4 system it'd be more scaled to a 7.5.
Oh, real?
Yeah.
Crazy.
You know, the theory of the maths for sure.
For the theoretical maths. Do you like quick maths?
Sometimes.
When a team goes, pa! Poddy with a skin, pa, pa! Look at him, he's killed Poddy, he's dead, he's been banged, Mac. You're not ready for that one?
I don't think anyone was. Chat, were you ready? Let us know. 1 in the chat if you were ready, -1 if you weren't.
I rate that a 4. Shout out Big Shaq one time. Man's not hot.
Man's not hot.
Round kind of cold though.
Yeah, no ketchup either. But Rigon, trying to heat this one up. Put a bit of pepper on that roll. Ooh, okay, Neityu again. Probably going to be squawking at the end of this one with a 2-man advantage, bomb control, as well as full lobby. Poddy. Now the man to try to cut him off at the pass. This is a difficult conundrum with 40 seconds. What would you propose with the quick maths that 3D Max do?
Divide? I don't know, multiply? One of these, not this. They're being subtracted. Just gravity. It goes down to the no-scope of Rigon. Flames burn out 1, but that's the way it goes.
ENCE just laughing through these rounds. Disrespecting everything that 3D Max are trying to do. The structural integrity. Not looking too great. That's how it ended. Regan with the no-scope. Flames negated. And 3D Max debated. Into another push towards outside. But will they fall to Sumdai Young, who's got the little flash play ready? Watching that smoke side. The extra wall coming through. There is no flash. It's a little late. He'll get on the line before it. And it looks like it's going to be a full repurpose of this round back towards this A site. Molly's at the ready. One of which missed last time, so keep your eyes on body to see if that top hut one comes through.
Oh, they're doing it again. Trying to set fire to the house. Light Cedar Creek ablaze. As the Mollies light up top hut, they've got a little bit more space to play with. Exercise takes the heat though. And is able to claim 2 on the entry, and that's only 2 men left alive. Miltsy trapped 1v1 towards main, and Lucky puts the bullet right where it needs to be. Poddy has not much stock in this. Last chance Saloon Mac. He's walking towards it, but it's gonna probably result in Maka looking for the quick peek. I mean, he hits the tag. They're giving him a little bit of a chance for the 1v1s, but Lucky's had enough toying with him. 7-5, that's where the half lies.
It's been an interesting start to Nuke. It's still wide open as to whose game it is. And there is giggles going on both sides. Everyone's having a damn good time until they're not liking the reactions there. And as this pistol unfolds, Jackie, we have received a question to the mailbag for the Swedish Safari. One towards me in particular. Some guy said called Sean, right? Big Sean. You know Big Sean?
Sean?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's he saying? What's
he said,
saying?
I called you out for cursing TL to go 0-3 on Reddit. You were right, but you cursed them, so it wasn't fair. Okay, this is back at the major. Who do you think won the Twist and a Liege trade? TL or FaZe, considering TL needed an entry like a Liege, but FaZe lost Rain? I think out of those two options, I'm going to say I don't know what is going to break that Liquid curse, so I think FaZe come out on top in that trade.
Mate, I thought I was having a stroke because you kept saying Chell, and I was like, who is Chell? I was like, which team is, where's this team?
Team Liquid, my bad.
Yeah, I know. I realized afterwards, I was like, oh, TL, like Team Liquid. I was like, there we go. But it took me a sec. Because when you started discussing roster moves, I was like, Chell? What?
Chelios. We were casting Chelios all week.
Yeah. Who's this new big-time org? Chell Mac Gaming Esport.
Well, they also went for a roster swap from, in the server to the whole start of the day. They got the whole first map, whole airtime for the pre-show.
True.
Good to see the Rooster Boys having a turn on the talent side of things. Did a great job, even though we only got to watch half of it.
Yeah, it was fun, though. The bits we did see.
Yeah. Bits we
Good
caught.
banter. Some nice moves.
A little bit of nerves, but, that comes with experience.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so, right? You just got to get over those humps sometimes, Mac.
Yeah.
That's just the way it goes.
Like a camel.
Hey, true, but they use those for stuff.
They do.
They got like water in there. That's why they're full. And then obviously, kind of other stuff as well. It's like a...
I think it's been recently found out that it's not actually water in there. It's a form of fat that holds water more efficiently than water itself or something. So whatever it is, it stores, it then is able to turn that into water.
Yeah.
So it's like a whole fascinating
glucose.
thing. Yeah,
thing,
exactly.
And then they I don't know how the process works, but somehow through osmosis or whatever it is, they generate the drinkable camel water. Legendary desert animal, really.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'd like to give my shout out of the Swedish Safari of the day to camels today. Camel is the best animal of the day.
Hell yeah. They taste good too.
Classic Aussies.
Classic.
Eating everything.
I have another camel fact that I found out from Mum because she just went to Dubai. Apparently Dubai import their camels from Australia.
Yeah.
Which is a little weird. But
you've got a pair of them roaming around.
Yeah, well, I think camels initially came out with, some of the Arabic people that initially immigrated. And then because we have, the whole nature thing going on, we started to breed good camels and they want them back. So we send the healthy ones back.
There you go. The camel trade.
Camel trades.
Big moves, dude. We're learning a lot of things here today about various different animals. If you have any cool animal facts or like a favorite animal, favorite interaction with an animal, who knows? Write in. You know the mailbag email. We've said it all day and the other times. We could always check back on them when we return a couple of days from now. Send in your stories.
Of course.
I don't know. Put Jackie and Mac in there somewhere so we can find it in the subject line, maybe, Mac.
I do have a soundboard as well. So if you want to make any camel noises, we'll take those too and try to find a space for them.
Oh, you say we're going to import those into the pads, bring those in on the cast. Like if you impersonate a camel, we'll work it into the cast. Yeah, that's good. Okay.
Sounds of the wild. Sounds of the safari, You guys get into
Sounds of the scene. Sounds of the scene, Mac. You too could have your voice on the cast, but it's just like a camel sounds.
Absolutely love that.
What does a camel sound like, Mac? That was more of like quite a heavy metal cow.
Hey, it's my best effort on the spot, all right? I haven't been listening to too many camels. I watch them drool and chew their cud and whatever the hell they do. Maybe that's cows.
Like a I think it'd be like that.
I feel like this needs a bit more research before I commit to the bid any further. That being said, though, 20 seconds, 8 alive. B-site found by ENCE with a Lucky who is thinking about edging through that smoke, but just decides against it. Wants Macca to play first to get the info. Potty spotted up above, but he'll drop down below and double up at double, maybe even triple up at double. With this smoke about to fade on the stair side, it's looking difficult for 3D Max to crack back in. But ENCE is going to give it a red hot crack here. Rigon on the offline. And okay, readjustment. Good. Body going to be able to snap a couple of necks as well. And it's all up to Miltzy to get it done in the 1v2. Man on the scene is ENCE. And Miltzy hoping that he can find the angle. But the 5 seconds are enough for the defuse. Wrangling the whole way back.
Dude.
Oh, man. He played the patient game. He didn't want to over-egg it on the peak. Goes too late with it, too dry. You could feel it was a bit uncomfortable. Perhaps a bit too anxious there from Miltzy.
Yeah. Knew it was an important one, but failed to count to 5 in time, thinking that maybe that bomb was planted a little more open for him. But alas, it's 3D Max with a flawless second half so far. All right, what changes? The speed, the pace. It's ENCE straight into the face of Body, who's able to go 2 for 1. And Macca, in the meanwhile, is just waiting for Sumdai Young to try and get a little sneaky, get a little cheeky over towards main. Man down. ENCE now need to make the play.
Oh, Macca. Just with the time on his side, peeks out and spots STY. Gravity could once again find some moves here in this round. He gets the read, and in reality, with the trade game to be played, if he backs up towards site, that's all he needs. He's just going to tuck in an off angle, commit over to the team. Ooh, if he keeps jiggling on it, there's a window they might find it. He wants to bait them towards him, trying to get the cross off so he can stay alive and have his other teammates in position to assist. Split them up if possible. Poddy's got the flash. Still a ton of time on the round though. I mean, 40 seconds. You could go backside if they want.
Ooh, okay. Oh, out they come. Poddy going to double up and look to find another, but the bullet will do it. And Neityu looking to do it to his countryman. Oh, runs out of bullets and goes for the secondary with ENCE. Steady hand. Cool as ice. Hits him with the spray too. No weird sounds this time though. No camel noises.
No.
And someone in chat as well said yesterday us casters with our accents were calling gravity graffiti. That wasn't us. We didn't do 3D Max yesterday.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Also, I think, how would you say gravity? I'd say gravity.
I'd say gravity. Gravity, like the fucking force that holds you to the earth.
How would you say graffiti?
Graffiti.
Yeah, kind of different. All right, well, we got to the bottom of that one.
Yeah.
So
Chat, how would you say it, honestly?
What, they're just going to type it out?
Yeah, how would you say it, you know? I'll just...
Type it phonetically, yeah. Type it phonetically so
yeah.
It makes sense. Like, add some kind of understanding, some accent to it.
Like gra, and then like V-E-E, and then T-E-E, you know, like grat V-T, or what? Come on. You guys know best.
Gravity, gravy. We'll let those ruminate, we'll see. We'll check on it in a second. Send them in. Doors open right now. Body, though, he's looking for a close on the round here in the 17th. I mean, 50 seconds on the clock. 4 players alive for ENCE, but they're all looking pretty unhealthy right now, mate.
Yeah.
Taking a ton of damage into this one. They're still being stalled out for any real progress on the round. Trying to get down secret, Mac, but smoke going in.
Oh.
Time, if they wanted to go for that, you'd have like 10 seconds to do anything. This is horrific.
They're going to give it that full respect, trying to make their way back up. And maybe the save is in order because you're going to have not too much to play with in the next. And they're all tucked in. Body looking to cut him off with the pass. Spotting. Oh, Potty. And he gets it done. 10 seconds to plant. That smoke finally fading. Neityu and Recon going to get their heads taken off their shoulders as well. 12 on the board and 3D Max. A flawless second half. It looked good initially for ENCE at the start of the game, but maybe they had a little bit too much fun in the first half, and this T side proving difficult to say the least. But on paper, we did go over that this is kind of the expected result. As long as 3D Max find one more round, we will be making it the whole way to Ancient. And I feel like, you know, between these two, I'm happy to see that.
Yeah, Ancient actually would be fun if we get there and, you know, maybe the narrative changes a little bit because this felt like a weird game the longer it went on. Yeah, man, then definitely still more to be said. For 3D Max especially as well, they're not going to want to let this one just roll over in the space of 2-0. It's why they've shown back so much force here on Nuke. But just one round, that's all it takes. It's not looking the best in terms of the posture outside of the server, at least for the ENCE team right now. It feels like it has been quite intense on them, at least, over these past 18 rounds on Nuke. But we go back into it again.
Yeah.
Right out there on either side, Mac. Let's see.
Going to be a difficult one for ENCE. And before any action comes through the door, we did have some submissions. We have Gravy T and Gravmate, also the long lost cousin of Lee Mate.
Yeah, that's not bad. Hey, Grav, mate, can you take a peek for me, mate? Yeah, Quinnen. I'm going to take outside, get us some entries, Quinnen.
See what he can do. Well, there's that first bit of damage, which means we have to take it seriously, Jackie. Could be the last round that we get to see of Nuke between the two. That smoke's only going to last for so long. And with the flash there, Lucky just keeps on fighting, keeps on looking for any extra information, but the bomb has slipped the wickets all the way down towards that lower side. And the other three ENCE members still here at lobby need to activate towards door to try to maybe make their way down vents and help out the boys down towards lower. Someday Young going to be seen. Oh, and that spray's held. Gravity hot on his heels, and oh, there is many T's isolated. Perfect from the leader. Gravity, Gravy T, Grav Mate, some call him, and Potty 1v5. Unachievable.
Oh, mate, you could even call him Graffiti because he was spraying. Oh, wanted the last one, but Exercise will get it. Gravity, though, unleashed upon them. Hit them with the singularity and pulled them in. Another nice round and a beautiful map overall. Nuke is theirs, Mac.
Yeah, no one qualifying.
Again. Wow.
Brought to you by ESL admins, but if you need a round reset and use the scrubber, it might not work as intended, but look, you can give it your best bet anyway.
All right, well, there you go. That was our sponsored segment. Shout out to our sponsors, of course, Mac.
Terms and conditions apply. Please read the fine print to make sure you don't miss out.
Yeah, it's not liable on us. So don't send any of those in the mailbag. We don't want to see it, but we do want to see this. Round one going live, third and final map. 3D Max on the CT side. ENCE armed on the T side, outside of ramp, ready to bring us some thunder. Let's see what they've got in store for us here on Ancient.
It should be fun. It should be thunder, but will it be from down under or from up front? Up ramp they go, straight into the hard crossfire, and the pistols reigning supreme for 3D Max. Someday Young and Potty need to team up to win the 2v5, but that bomb is down in a very rough to retrieve position. There was a moment in that smoke where they could have made it happen, but Someday Young on the lurk is going to be spotted. Julie's not known for their range, more just for their spray. We'll see where that spray gets going. Body in a solid setup with Exercise on the long side. And Potty might have to play the long game and wait a whole bunch of time here over towards Cave. Many pieces able to pivot off of this contact. Someday Young getting past the first member. Info on another one. That potential with the USP is even more supreme and with him going down. Uh-oh, there's a bit of a scene being caused here, but some Young can't capitalize.
No, nothing to be done. So another round taken. Smiles all round. Couple smirks. They're happy. There's some decent footwork throughout this one. Ooh. Sour face there for Poddy. Not liking the outcome on that one. Could have been a good way to start things off. Obviously, take that pistol. Fresh momentum into what is effectively just a BO1 on the horizon. But 3D Max take the pistol. Small tech issue there, but seems to have been resolved almost instantly. So we're back at it. Round 2 going to go live. Buy coming in. Couple techs on deck. One Deagle for Poddy for the T side.
Taking the pistol, then taking the piss with a fake technical. Crazy. Can they take the follow-up? And will these Tech 9s hum a fancy tune? It sounds like You
know, like, if you spam it to the beat of Toto, like Africa, it's pretty perfect with the recoil reset.
the Tech 9.
Yeah.
Africa.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You know.
Okay.
Legally for copyright reasons.
Yeah,
we have to do it out of tune. You know?
Yeah. Exactly.
Like, oh, I bless the rain. You know, that's probably fine. It wouldn't get that. It wouldn't detect that, Mac. I'm trying to save us, you know.
Of course.
So that's fine.
I have no idea what you're talking about even. You know, that's how good you are. Yeah. Hopefully chat does. An uncultured swine like myself would have no idea.
The runt guinea pig of the litter.
Thought a camel mood, this guy. Useless. Kind of like that smoke. Like, what's that doing, really? And what's Poddy going to be doing at close A main? He's got that shadow advantage and a helping hand not too far away. That's in the form of Lucky swinging through the smokes and dancing perfectly here around default, but the Tech 9s at range are not as effective as usual.
Oh, God, that was like a combo of slaps there.
Yeah.
Took a sec to line up, but once it got going, it was beautiful slaps all round. Obviously, similar sort of scenes that can be described on the server as well with the plays that were made there. It was nicely handled, making it very uncomfortable for ENCE at least here. I know it's early doors, but it's been good so far. The Max lads looking very Max right now. Maximum, even.
They are 1 round away from not beating the allegations. 2 rounds away from beating them. Ooh. Right on cue. And on target. Poddy, big damage onto Rigon. And these Deagles looking to try and crack out anything. Lucky on the line. Inflicts a bit of pain. Oh, bomb spotted. And leaves the scene with a Deag.
Well, big rate. Ooh, Poddy. Eyes lighting up on the cross. Able to take 2 for the price of none. That's free. Oh, it's a 4-finger discount as Poddy will take all of those. Money made off the back of it with the SMG. And just cruise control, at least initially, into the game then.
Yeah. Autopilot through the first couple. But hands back on the wheel for ENCE. Let's see what they can do with the rifles. And if we can get some kind of calculated aggression. Rigon with the fins. Centered it for lane control, which won't be contested straight away. Passive approach from 3D Max. Playing from sight And for that fast rotate at CT, expecting maybe the explosivity that was discussed earlier, but this time it's Gravity getting sent forward. Late smoke on doors. Bomb might not be here and might not help, but the flash is back as Gravity can see everything. Rigon as well on the trade. Will thin the B-site numbers, but they won't pounce just yet.
I mean, still got time. 4v4, chip damage onto Exercise as well, and the bomb left close by, especially with that lurk. If anyone pushes further out on the extremities from A here, most likely body late rounds, you could catch it. A little bit of spam right now. Just testing the waters towards back B. Retake utility invested. Lucky on the peak towards cave. Does find SDY. And there's no room for a bite back towards it. So they're going to slow cook on the pivot. Go for the delayed A play out through mid. Body. He was holding this for so long, but he's being forced off. They're coming up close through cave as well. Macca's got to be quick. Peeks out temple, but bullet between the eyes. Hey, it's all going wrong, Mac. So low on HP as well. This could be uncomfortable.
Speaking of, the slide through the smoke makes it awkward for Exercise. As that deep smoke at CT denies any vision across the top. And off the back of that, it is just a locked-in first for ENCE. And 3 rounds max not beating the allegations. Not yet, anyway.
Bloody hell. What's your favourite number?
3.
Are you a big fan of the number 3?
I think it's more 10.
You like 10?
Yeah, 10.
Just a solid round number? Like
Yeah.
10.
It's even. You know, it's a multiplicative.
Yeah?
Multiplicative. Oh my God, what is this word? Have I found a word I can't say? Multiplicative of 5. Is that it? Have I just had my first stroke? Oh, damn.
Now you sigh up me, because now I'm like, what is he actually trying
What
to
was
say?
he trying to say? Was it anemone?
Yeah. This C multiplicative anemone?
What you fucking
Like, sorry, what did you say? Doing this multiplication.
My brain just went crazy. Multiplicative. There we go. I tried to say it too quick, I think.
Right, Mac's box is gone, unfortunately, everyone. So, apologies for that. We're going to have to repair Mac, and then we'll bring him back. Get a spanner up your butt to fix it right up.
Look, 5th time's the charm we got there, but the other reason was it used to be my number in rugby league, all right? I was a prop. Big front rower. Ugh.
Oh, yeah. Hitting him with that physical sport. That burly man behaviour.
Mm-hmm. Bit of hands-on action. But alas.
Yep. There we go.
Yeah.
Ironically, that's why Mac's so good at handling 2 men at once in a round of Counter-Strike. So good on the clutch. Just
3 sometimes.
mechanically gifted. Yeah, it doesn't even bother you, buddy.
Shout out to Face It, you know, giving me those stats to back it up.
Check the numbers. Anyway, do you know that dolphins like to participate in various different trends? And like when they observe other dolphin colonies doing certain things, they'll start doing it. Like they'll wear like other animals as hats. They'll like play bowl games, and it kind of rotates out of popularity depending on the year and season, what they're up to.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of cool, right? You know about the donut squid?
The donut squid?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, the donut squid basically has like his brain in a circular shape that is around the shape of it because it's like donut shaped, this squid. So it has like a hole the whole way through the middle, you know? So like his brain's like wrapped around the edges and it just kind of floats around. But
Oh, is that how they make calamari?
potentially.
Yeah, that's how they get the circular bits.
Circular
kind of
shape.
makes sense. Yeah. I get it.
There's like circular squid out there, squidding. Do you think they invented tattoos first, squids? They were always playing around with ink. Anyway, hold that thought. Who knows? See history. That's what they don't want you to know. Atlantis is real.
Only the giant squid going to be able to tell you that one. Mythical beast. Magic is real.
Did you put your name in the goblet of fire, Harry? All right, buddy, what magic have you got, man? Can he make them disappear? Yeah. Slices his way through them as Lucky saws the other one in half. His magic assistant. Oh, it's beautiful so far. The ratings of this stage show have been good for 3D Max. But for ENCE, they're not enjoying their viewing experience. They were in the splash zone.
All over the place. But look,
They're not good.
Totem Pole. Again, going to be one of the more solid setups, getting 2 for Nutter. If you want to beat it, you got to shoot your eggs in it. Learned that one from Mumbo's Mountain.
As if we've just been like Banjo-Kazooing the whole day, bro. I wasn't ready for it. It's good. Like, I don't hate it. I like it. I didn't expect it to be a repeat occurrence. Yeah.
Great game. Played it at Christmas. That's probably still stuck there from then.
Oh, dude, it is good. It's well worth a go. Never nuts and bolts, though. Never nuts and bolts. That
Ruined the
game sucked.
goddamn series, didn't it?
Yeah, ruined the franchise. Killed Banjo-Kazooie. It's almost as awkward as this. Look at this.
Finding themselves in a bit of a deadlock themselves, an impasse of smokes. No one able to find their way anywhere except for Sumdai Young, who hasn't been seen. Lucky. Thought he was 4x3'd for a moment, but the reaction is there. Caught with util in hand and in between a rock and a hard place or a box and a hard place and will crumble eventually. Maka getting it done from the site, but we're down to a 1v2 and Neityu can't get past the first. Ooh.
Yeah. Bloody hell.
Rest in peace, Bottles.
Yeah, boy. It's all getting hectic.
In the chaos of it all, you know, 3D Max have beaten the allegations. Showing their capabilities here on Ancient. And showing that they aren't one to back down from a fight. Happy to go straight into everything that ENCE is throwing on the attack. Quick tactical needed. Just to check the info manual, also known as the coach, with how to get into this game again, because 2 rounds not going to be enough, and these Tech 9s were kind of pacified just before.
Yeah, let's see. Maybe he's explained some way for them to install some sort of loudening device on their guns here. Give them a little bit more firepower and confidence. The reverse of a silencer. Gonna take that in their toe, though. Round towards cave, set up for it. Utility to work with. 3 flashbangs, 2 smokes. You could definitely cause enough of a distraction here. See if you can G yourself up. Miltzy on entry. I'd back him for a nice tap with the tech. Gravity's the first response, though, and he's been big so far. Miltzy does get the opener, but there's still more to be done. It's an awkward spray on the site. They're starting to find opportunities in the carnage. Backline for Rigon. He peeks out Mac, but he gets nothing.
Good amount of info, though. Sees those 2 men, and I think he hears the third, and on his way to safety. Will be deleted, but the flash game this round has been so powerful for ENCE. One coming back their direction. And Potty Just wants to hold and play off the contact of the others. Swinging on that left side, won't be able to trade. And now it's just going to be all the way to the bitter end, trying to dance left and right, but won't live for long enough. And the setup at the top of ramp gets destroyed. Powerful retake there from 3D Max.
Yeah, that's big. Lovely momentum. Body as well. Boy, oh boy. So good at putting pen to paper time and time again for this team. Ooh. Mixed emotions for Rigon there. You could see the inner struggle.
Oh, my lord. And here's that aggression we were talking about. Straight down ramp. No flash needed. An ecstasy straight through. Maybe overcooking that bit of camel meat.
Yeah, looking more like leather. But Miltsy, tanning. Straight back. Okay, snapshot to the head of gravity. At least that's the one line of weakness. Maybe they could try and find an angle to abuse.
Yeah.
Gravity not really getting as much foot traffic this game or excelling as much as we've seen consistently from him this season of EPL. So maybe that's a possibility. Slow round for a bit, though. Don't want to rush things. I mean, minute on the clock, Mag. Bomb's still there. They're going to wrap that one back around. Group up as a 4. But you're clearing out towards mid at least. They're getting more info where these T's are.
If only Neityu to hide. It would have been a chance, but Miltsy taking the head off of Maka there. And looking to craft in another round. But at what level is that achievable? And is the 4v1 going to be successful, or does Body have a clip to play with? Oh, started it strong. And sets Lucky up with a chance. He's having a game too.
Yeah, Lucky. Has he got that lucky chance? That rabbit's foot in a round like this needs to hop to it, but the angle's going to be covered. Back of the site. Ooh, spam's good. Traces him through, keeps it on. Down to Poddy then, back of the ramp. He's looking for a head. Lucky suspicious of Cave, making a bit of noise. This will give a read towards Poddy. All he's got to do is peek off, rip the shot. And it's a nice one on target there. Another round locked in for ENCE as the Finnish lad does it.
Poddy just slotting that one in. And every round's a round, as well as an opportunity to get closer back into the game. If they lose this one, 3D Max, the economy is right down to the wire. Lucky though, testing. And ENCE were ready. No surprise quizzes here on ENCE's watch. Rigon with the flash in, but Body at the back. Not going to be blinded, but he will be burnt into the open. Some guy young couldn't quite hear it, and it's a travesty for Body. Missed chance, missed opportunity as Maka falls too. The A site crumbles, and the save is necessary, if allowed.
Oh, Miltsy going to give him none of that respect. Milks it for one. Let's see if he can get any more. Gravity. Trying to pull him into the orbit, but not now. Crater down. Bigging each other up as well. Rigon giving the respect to the teammate in Miltsy. Pause called out for 3D Max, but energy coming back. This is something we haven't seen for a little while now.
Getting intense. Still another half to play, but with that fourth stacked on, it makes that second half of game play so much more interesting. We'll see if it ends up even. And if ENCE can beat whatever 3D Max are able to buy here into the next. Let's have a look. One flashbang. One P250. Gravity. Looking to send him through the mid-smoke. Off of a timing. There's 2 Ts here to find the flash ineffective onto Neityu, who's tucked the boxes. But the USP is able to slide tiny damage. Nothing of significance found. And ENCE 1 round away from drawing this one up at the half.
Surprising, actually. It's been such a nice comeback for them. You know, obviously it did sort of feel like we'd hit a bit of a slippery slope, Mac. So yeah, just glad to see the resilience is there. Obviously this is still going to be not an easy round though. ENCE have to pull this one out just the same as they have been, 1 foot in front of the other. Maka on the AWP, Poddy as well has one on the counter side of T. They're trying to make their plays up. Boost on the ramp. Having a look over the back of the box. No one in the back line. Instead it's Exercise that's close on the ramp. Ooh, bit of elbow seam. So exposed on the jiggle. Poddy takes that. That's your opener. And they go.
Yeah. What do we got here, Poddy? Expecting some kind of mayhem on the phasing of this smoke. Noise made in that direction. There's going to be full lane control unless Poddy has something to say about it. Poised across the top of the box and might just spot the head of Body. Oh, there's that flick. He's quick with it. And this round is looking harder and harder for 3D Max. And they might just have to martyr it. Maka last alive, but for how long is answered there? 6-6 at the half. Ancient is anyone's game. And we'll find out whose that is coming up after the break.
When the world is cold, you hear people say, gotta chase the dream of yesterday. But the stories told, the golden memories, ain't a truth but just a fallacy. But there's hustlers, stealers, liars out on this road, and they'll feed the fire and watch it all explode. Gotta put those flames out before we burn it down. Gotta plant new seeds in this ground. Don't let yourself be troubled or think on yesterday. Keep on moving, come on, don't stand in my way. Some people wanna pull you under. Some people wanna make you cry. Some people rolling in like thunder. We gotta fight the feeling, we gotta do it right. If the hustle and grind breaks your stride, do your turn and blame the other side. If the hustle in your mind makes you decide, it will crack and strip you of your pride. Oh, but there's hustlers, stealers, liars out on this road.
It's been a pretty interesting affair. Pressure felt in both regards. But a late half resurgence there from ENCE. Bring it back. And depending on this pistol, it could tell a tale. Truly set the scene as to what we can expect here in the second half. ENCE now with 3D Max running at them. Crossfire established over towards ramp side. Neityu looking to get in front of the utility, but the Glocks are at the ready. And Neityu is now deady, as is some Die Young, who has died young in the round. There's still a bit of time to play with.
Well, three of them still alive, but for how long? As obviously it's not looking too good so far. I mean, bomb down. Post plants to play with. Overwhelming numbers as well. Rigon trying to take a pistol peek in from the side, but Exercise make quick work of them. And Poddy, couple love taps on the exit. He makes it back to spawn. They're going to chase him down. Might be ready for a couple of taps. Only the one. Exercise ends it, and the pistol goes their way.
So both pistols, a solid start to that half. We'll see if they're going to be able to fend off the anti-eco here going into this. Only one pick, I believe, from the CT, so there's not going to be too much to play with. Moving into the next. Exercise happy with a couple of frags he got there. Straight to the AK he goes. Full util belt as well. Love to see that. And it's a faster one. Or at least postured for it. Gravity straight through the cave. Looking to call things clear. And tell the rest of the troops to make their way over towards the site. Big picks in through the smoke. Poddy trying to send a message. But with the pistols, surely it's just exits and an attempt to scam away an AK into that third for the half.
Maka on the move for a little bit of a look in case he can find anyone lurking around. Might walk into the spider's nest, though. They're all here. Gravity's good for the first. Yeah, all right. Money made. Poddy the last one alive. Deagle in hand. Usually pretty good with a weapon, but the spacing's tight, so it's only one death, and Gravity made more than enough money to pay off his bills. So they do take that. So starting off well, at least, coming back into things. 3D Max showing us that the blood's still pumping. Hasn't cooled off over that 2-minute break.
Now's where the real fun starts. Actually, no, it's not. It's the next. But we do have an airstrike at the ready. And Body... Oh, he's gone. Plenty there. 2 picks out of nowhere without seeing a single T. And we'll see if that T gets spilled or if the weapons get held onto. Gravity is here. And back with a vengeance, but can't quite see across the top of the smokes. And shots get sent straight back. Uh-oh. This is not the round you want to be losing as 3D Max. Yes, you've got a bit of money in the kit, but a 1v4 now for Maka on 30 points of health, and he's getting run out with the Julies. Sent down to 12. But that'll do it. Poddy through the wood with the Deagle. Screaming at him, letting him know that it was just the eco. Look at this. What do you do?
Yeah. Right, well, okay. I mean, that's not what you expected. That was the final kill, by the way. That's how they took him down, which is Poddy spamming it, which is banter. And then, yeah, obviously they all go ballistic, and rightly so. I mean, this is fun and final map territory. ENCE getting back rounds that I didn't think they were going to be able to under fast test here. Oh, A site. Oh, I mean, they barrel out, but they're getting repelled at least. They're so low on health, the nades are going to be tearing through. They're able to shut down the response. So the backup that arrived one by one is picked off. But Neityu and Poddy, the Finnish duo, the young guns, they're still here.
We'll see if they can finish. But through the smoke on a timing that looked good. So good for Neityu. And Potty putting prio on keeping the AWP alive. You keep this alive. It's only Rigon with a bit of a poor buy into the next. And I love that from 3D Max. Neityu screaming at him. And they're like, well, we'll show you what a screamer looks like. 5 straight out of main, straight out of donut. And that AWP ringing into the next round. So now 3D Max know who to try and avoid. As they put a 9th on and try to hunt for 10, but it won't be easy. Their money not in the best of ways even after the round win. And the CTs might have an even buy here. Oh, there you go. He just barely saw Miltsy timing it. And less noise being made now.
Yeah, it's like pulling the hairs out, man. It's getting to him again. That has been kind of the seesaw of emotions that we've had for Rigon throughout this series. Quite a long one for them. Ooh, flames on ramp, quick extinguish. They barrel up. Gravity in first contact with the support of Lucky, but Miltsy and Rigon once again activating early. Sprays good from SDY. Takes the knees out, kicks them down. And it's just Maka clowned on there. That's another one back. All right, they do reset it instantly.
Just gets defeated by the ragdoll. Couldn't see a damn thing through it. Unfortunate for him. But the stack on the B site, the faster approach from 3D Max gets mopped on up. Yeah, trying to abuse our weakness. Well, a little bit of insight there. Crazy that. And ENCE, good to see that they can also identify their weaknesses and try to adapt on the fly. Potty this time. Trying not to show any kind of weakness. A passive approach to lock down the entirety of mid. Some Die Young jumping for, some say joy, some think information.
Oh, God. He's got hit on the wall, Mac. You feel it. The body block. Body goes down because of it.
Potty block even.
Yeah. He was trying to potty pop, but he couldn't.
Let's see if ENCE can stop the pop towards a exercise. Spotted on the jump up, and there will be the trade, but the numbers thinned already, and that smoke allowed the fade away, but Some Die Young really wanted to get that flash off. Maybe a little too much. And Gravity just tapping and tapping away again. Expecting this aggression out from CT. Noise made. Rigon won't hard clear the corner, and again, that's caught him a couple of times this series. Miltsy. Nowhere near entering a retake conversation.
Yeah.
Look at the money, though. I think this is a correct call. Round loss bonus slightly there. You know, it's going a bit back and forth, but with the money that is still available and an AK, which you can't buy on the CT side, Jackie. I don't know if you knew that. It's looking like there could be still a shot in the next. Potty, enough to get an AWP if he wants to sacrifice the armor. I don't know if that's the best idea. But we're going round for round here.
Yeah, bar for bar, keeping it close. And it feels like that's sort of the nature of this series, really up to this point. Obviously, there's been more stock on different maps, but culminating now in quite a bit of back and forth Counter-Strike opportunities for ENCE. See the mixed bag whenever it doesn't go well, though. And it is a shame, obviously, another situation where you feel a player like Miltsy might want to try and take some risks, but for the position of the economy and the overall scoreline, don't have a buffer to run any of those risks. It has to be very, very clean here. Round 19's live. Space towards mid. You're flashing donut.
Oh,
bit of room.
Okay.
Okay, then. What? I mean, he's banged him through the smoke. Let's go, Potty.
Last minute finish there from Lucky. 2. Oh, and Potty ready. Or that smoke bang. There's been a lot of body-on-body action this series so far. Positionally, always in the right place, or a similar place at least, at the right time. And with the man disadvantage, they're looking to try and at least get this plant down. If they can secure one over towards A, there might be another buy round around the corner. But for now, it's just some Die Young here. Regon supportive with no utility available. And there's the info that they're looking for. HE to try to slow them down somewhat. Regon. Oh, everyone's running out of bullets at the wrong possible time. Flash is available. Molly to clear. 3v1 angle with Macca. And with 12 points of health, he is looking just to keep the AK into the next instead. Bomb, irretrievable. And Poddy, he's got an inkling that this could be exactly what he's doing. Sound heard. Tries to cut him off at the pass there. But will not be allowed to exit. Threw the AK away and just had a Tech 9. Not necessarily what he expected. But ENCE, less audible, but still around on the board.
Yeah, nevertheless, a round win there to play with. They're going to be happy with that one. But still, Macca, dude, some of the situations was the tail end. Seeing if you can find a way in. We're not meant to be here. That's good.
Couple of thumbs up.
Why? He looked so genuinely happy when he looked around. Just went, hey. I love that, mate. We need a GIF of that, like him next to Miltsy going, all good?
It was almost like a full-on NPC, just being like, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Miltsy's like the playable character. Congratulations, traveler. You've beaten the quest. Well done. He's like throwing out thumbs. For my next quest, we'll go back to the streets of Ancient.
Oh.
All right, well, thumbs. Thumbs all around.
Up or down? We're in transition.
Up to you.
Yeah. See which way they end up pointing. Inward, outward. And to which site? And if there's any opposable ones on the other side, providing some kind of defense, Macca with the pop flash at the ready. And in the boys go, forcing it past the temple, but won't be able to get past that first hurdle. Totem pole proving too strong yet again. And it's a mop up on the pistols. We are tied up 10 apiece.
Yep. The never-ending series between these two. It's been going the whole way through, and now here, right down to the wire. We thought it's kind of the vibe we'd get out of Ancient, to be honest. And it seems to be delivering on it. Weirder flow inside of the rounds, but we'll take what we've got. Poddy's still donning the AWP. 1 at 10 for gravity, but that's a signature weapon. Doesn't matter. As long as he's got a Mac, he'll be coming at you swift.
Just picking his fight. Letting that util thin out. There's been a lot of conditioning with these faster rounds from 3D Max. And ENCE, as you can mention or even notice, there's not a lot of util there on the UI. Plenty dumped already. Late round mid control, the protocol. Some Die Young gets info on 2 here. Crossing across towards that B side, but the bomb yet to be spotted.
Okay, we'll smoke thrown in towards front cave. Posturing their way back over towards B. Still got a little bit of time to work with on this one. Just under 40 seconds for a single pop flash back over in towards Donut. leaving themselves with 2 flashbangs and a single Molotov for control of the site. That one goes deep out towards long, smoke on CT, flashes over the top, and they get ready for the run in. Rigon denies at least one, but Body fights back with 2 of his own. Miltzy fighting demons inside of the smoke. He flicks away from ramp, and they've slipped onto their territory. Body looking to evict Mac. He took the shot, but it won't matter. It's still blown up in their face.
ENCE with the read. But sometimes reading isn't everything. Putting it into practice can certainly go wrong. You have to learn from your experiences, positive or negative. And 3D Max again going round for round and edging out in the lead. If it keeps on going like this, we could be on for OT. Or even 3D Max doing it here in regulation. So we'll see how ENCE decide to answer this one. There can be 4 rifles online if they want to. But someone going to have to go down to an SMG to prioritize some util, maybe a couple. And that spray transfer from Body was way too powerful. You can't even react to it.
No, man. Real crisp stuff. Important times as well. You know, this is it now. This is real pull the knee socks up sign of action. You've got to get those boots strapped on. We're seeing the players that can contend under that pressure. Tons of utility dumps early. Trying to take space out towards mid. Break the smoke there. Body looking for a little bit of a read onto it. Got cover on both of the external sides as well in case anyone pushes main or down ramp. And CT is just playing normal for now. Nothing too crazy.
Time slowing down. And Someday Young just trying to figure out where to put these CTs with that info, with the smoke on the donut side of things. He's calling for that swing at red. But is he expected to be pushing through the smoke himself? And the aggression seemed to be the answer, at least for 1 round. But there is still time. There is still a chance. But it's going to take a whopping performance out of Gravity, who's having a rough game for himself. 6 and 16. 4 of these CTs to get past. But the crosshair placed in the perfect position. Potty on the back of sight. Ooh! Goes for the fight and denies this push out of Donut. 20 on the clock and Gravity has no idea where he can go. 1 of 3 CTs spotted. And maybe another with the pre-fire there on the Miltzy, who takes the fight back to him.
Damn. Very nearly. Not meant to be. Gravity looking like he was starting to get a bit of a hot streak back into that one, Mag. But like you said, throughout the flow of the game, he's just not had the foot traffic for it. Stats ain't been there, not getting as much camera time, hitting his shots. And they've certainly felt the impact because of it. ENCE, though, fired up, happy to win that round. It's a must-needed one as well. Ties us back up 11-11. Gives them a fighting chance at that map point, series point first. And obviously with this disgusting economy you've now been left with, you've got to reinvest into it, but you're going to have some breaks here. A few gaps to piece up around.
Let's see who's going to be able to put the grout in the holes and figure out their gaps the fastest. ENCE with heavy presence towards mid. Doubling up at Donut, expecting this to be where that pressure's coming to. Potty quick on the rotation just to keep eyes on a main and solidify this hold. Neityu and Someday Young, who was hoping to play on the off angle, are trying to play this together, Jackie, but the Tech 9 gets straight through the donut and creates a couple of extra holes which haven't been grouted up just yet. 2v2. Anyone's round.
Yeah, the kitchen sink's falling through the fucking kitchen, Mac. It's all going wrong. Rigon! He's out there trying to do some plumbing, but it's not working. Maka chops him down. It's just left to Miltsy. Smoke over. One on either side. Panic around the CT exit. Maka just waiting with the crosshair honed. Flash in to run the time all the way down. Miltsy knows it slipped. He knows it's gone. They're going to have to fight for overtime. You cannot take it in regulation now.
That setup that they had looked like it should have been so powerful, but they just couldn't get it done. Rigon going like slightly too wide, catching here 3D Max with util in hand. But the cover a little too good. And that trade game with the pump through Donut. Just too much pressure, which cracks in the pipes of ENCE's defense.
Damn. Oof. That's a heartbreaker. You can see it there. Only remedies overtime. That's it. Blunt facts, you know what I mean?
Let's have a look.
All right.
And what changes? Some Young can call from the grave at bare minimum. Try and hold on to this B side. It's going to take a whopping effort, but Miltsy gets the action this time. Huge damage on a Maka before falling. And will that change the pathing that 3D Max want to go for?
Oh, Rigon. Testing the water at the edge of the smoke there, but doesn't want to overcommit onto it. You've got backup coming around the rear. Oh, first contact found. The MP9 snaps to the cranium. They're pinned from all posts. They could just peek together and maul them. And that's what they do. Overtime is granted. Third map, first OT. It's all to play for. Yeah, rehydrate, Rigon. Come on.
I think this series definitely warrants a little more play. It's messy Counter-Strike, but it is, you know, at the bare minimum, exactly what you need and what you expect from teams around this tier. Constantly just changing up the calls, trying to read one another, putting the right people in the right positions. And everyone's individual skill getting tested. And this time it's a faster one, straight into the cave, and there's no CTs here. Molly towards the back of sight, forcing them to play from sight instead. And oh, through the smoke they go. The HE doesn't blow it. But the opportunity certainly might be Neityu. Miscoms. Finishing off, but 3D Max started onto Rigon. Site control is going to be there as the bomb, I believe, has been seen, making its way to default. Man advantage for 3D Max as everything goes slower. Miltsy took a risk. And he might be biting himself for that one.
SDY. That's all it comes down to then. This first round of the OT, lucky close perched on the ledge. A single tap is all it requires. SDY pre-fires, finds that one. Starts to strip it down to a 1v1, but gravity has been the king in so many rounds. Look at the back of the site, but he misses the lineup. Can't find it. So little time left. SDY jumps on it. Oh my.
Nice, Victor, bro. You're the goal. Fucking goal.
The scoreboard's not doing him any favors. But neither's that trigger discipline. Loses him in the guise of the smoke grenade. Oh. And Rigon letting them know. That is a rough loss for 3D Max. They were in the perfect position to close the 13th.
All right then. The aggression towards cave being shown. Rigon's been warming back into it. Couple taps through. Gravity's been hit with the unlucky stick, man. He's got a bullet magnet. It's inside his jeans. All the bullets just keep hitting him. And Rigon really wants to go. He wants someone to brawl him. Look at him.
He ain't done. He's ready to send a little bit more that way. Just dodging the flames as Miltzy knows someone's coming in. Pick a gun, pick a smoke, do something. Stuck on the scroll wheel, stuck smacking keys. And throw away that key. It's all locked up in cave now. At least Cheetah is in the hands of gravity. And Rig on low. This is a re-aggression, which they might regret here, Jackie.
Yeah, you think so? That airstrike's coming in deep as well, and Rigon had like 2 HP. So as soon as that detonates, he's blown away. Oh, Poddy! Trying to make a bombastic maneuver with the AWP, but it's silenced, and so is his teammate. 13-13. They will win out on that one. Some moments there, like crazy opener, right? The Rigon kind of chaotic fight this. Like, look at this. Even gets away with 2 health, but Miltzy, God, I don't even think you could have summed it up any better in the moment, Matt. Like, please, just hold summon, bud. Gun or nade, gun or nade.
Indecision. Maybe the difference maker in that one. Cave control would have been crucial to stop that split and make it a little easier. You would never have had to push down ramp and get caught off. During that decision, Young looking to fight here, but oh, reactive utility coming through from 3D Max. The late flashes might have just saved it. But Young, in the transition of everything, will be able to at least lock down that mid control. Neityu here in Donut with a molly. We'll try and slow the plant to buy this time, this full rotation. Look at Miltzy all the way in T-spawn, going aggressive this time. And he might be able to arrive on the scene to still have impact as he makes his way to A main. Oh, there's those shots missed. But his position now known.
Miltzy is in an aid set, seeing if he can find an opportunity to get back in here. They're doubled up though. I mean, you've got cover, Maka and Lucky. Letting the clock run down a little bit. Smoke's finally starting to be used. Miltzy with that 1 pop flash, but he's not in position to throw it because he's dead. Bullet from Lucky finishes him, but SDY comes alive again on the bomb site. Oh, crouching round as well. He's an animal, crouching low, but he can't pounce at all as Lucky's done the damage and found the 2-piece to give them 14 at the half.
Just prowling around. And won't hit the mark. Won't be able to stand tall as the alpha. 3D Max get the one that they wanted. And are now on their stronger side. They started the struggle when they weren't able to have that financial advantage. And ENCE that late first half resurgence. But there's money for everyone here in OT as long as you juggle it. Mid control going crazy. Young, a solo mission out there in that 1v2, but the CT's respecting him somewhat. Oh, and he just leaves the scene. Maka gets info for free though, crouching, contacting. And back on the elbow line. Both these scopes just keeping everyone guessing, the audience and all, as Maka slides that one down through Banana. Bomb still needs to be retrieved on the other side of B-doors, on the other side of that line that seems so dangerous. Oh, Pinocchio nose around the corner, and it ends up working in ENCE's favor. But the bomb still needs to make its way to site. Young activating for a fight on the other side, and there's just info gained everywhere. Poddy, combat Orpy, using the expensive old shotgun. Maka sending it back and revealing his hand too. Oh my lord. ENCE should never ever lose this round, but they're nowhere near one another.
What is happening? This round's so weird. And now it's Maka, bro, just waiting. Poddy peeks him, gets one. Ooh, nearly gave him the chance for a second as well. Yeah, that was odd, wasn't it?
Gave him the sauce. Straight from the fridge.
Right. Sometimes you get poddied on. Papa Pod.
I think we all needed that tactical. Just to get some oxygen in. Guys, do you ever forget to breathe?
It can happen.
You know, mid-clutch, mid-set at the gym, you know, when you're running, when you're sitting, when you're gaming.
Yeah.
Just remember to keep breathing.
Don't stop breathing, please.
Or believing in whoever you want to win here.
Yeah, just hold on to that feeling. Well, there we go. Round 29 is live. 16 being the magic number you're looking for. Ooh, fight out mid. Lucky running up close. They're all blind. Oh, it's so awkward. Everyone's been owned. It's basically done. ENCE on their last legs. And that's Neityu. 1v5.
Rough spot to be in. Flashed off, forced back, tucked into the corner, and it's flawless from 3D Max. An early round re-aggression in mid just causes way more than enough chaos. And ENCE throw all their cards to the floor to try and make that one happen. But eyes always on the right position.
Nice indeed.
Yeah, Mac are happy with that. Match point again for 3D Max, or OT number 2. If ENCE can pull through this one, mid-aggression again, going to change up. Sundai Young goes through the volley first, and oh, can't find that one. Maka with the 5-7, sends it right on back, and he's not going to hear anything going through a main, but fortunately Lucky is here. Already at the big box, Maka snapping on to Neityu in the meanwhile, and it's dangerous, it's scary. Neityu versus the Countryman to try to save the day for ENCE. 4 in the floor, and that is it. 16 through the door, 3D Max on to stage 2 of ESL Pro League Season 22.
They've done it. They get it over the finish line in the end there with some blockbuster quick ones, couple jabs into the chest, and 3D Max